There's been a lot of curiosity surrounding this Wack 100 and Big U beef. A lot of people wondering, where did their beef start from? Why are they currently engaged in the most drama filled beef in recent LA history? Now, this video here was created before the Big U Rico, before Big U was arrested by the feds and indicted. However, if you watch this video to the end, you would have the full story and the full understanding of exactly why Big U and Wack 100 can't be in the same room and why they dislike each other to extreme degrees.
Um, People, street people, kids, listen, it's a new element out here. You know what I'm saying? It's called the gang cop. Big U is the leader.
Like you said, you asked me about the other dude. Before I even knew Wack 100, I let him do what he gonna do, bro. Allah got to deal with that. He got to deal with Allah. Because I'm not gonna disrespect him and nobody else to get no likes. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to disrespect me, that's cool. Because if I see you, I'm going to demo on you. I'm going to take the case.
But things weren't always like this. There was a time, believe it or not, where Wack 100 and Big U were best friends.
I respected him. I learned to love his family, to care about his family. You know, we both been in each other's homes. Our kids know each other. You know, and I looked at his son like a nephew. You know, no matter what it was, you know, we was there. You know, any situation that had something to do with me, whether I knew about it beforehand or not, he was also there for me.
So where did things go wrong? How did these two go from being best friends to sworn enemies? Luckily for you, you clicked on this video because I got the answers for you. We actually have to rewind to the year 2000 because that's when this journey starts. Wack 100 and Big U got introduced to each other through Death Row. You see, Wack 100 joined Death Row through Reggie Wright. Reggie and Wack had a relationship and Reggie vouched for Wack to Suge. And that's how Wack 100 got his intro into Death Row.
When I first met Reggie, I told Reggie, listen, I'm here for whatever it got to be, but I really want to conduct some business. So Reggie gave me his phone number. And after going out a few times, a few situations happening on that side of it, a few conversations with Reg on the other side of it, he eventually put me on a three-way call with Suge. And he told Suge, like, yo, man, we need this dude around. He brings both elements. He's a thinker. He bought his business. He got his own money. He ain't up here asking for a check. And, you know, but he with the if we gotta be. So that, he told Reg, y'all keep it together. And, you know, when I get there, you know, we'll put it together. And that's how that came.
But Big U's introduction to Death Row was a little bit more grim. Big U was still in prison, but Big U's name rang bells in the streets of LA. Big U was like a mystical figure, a street lord. The stories you've heard about Big U would make you think that Big U wasn't a real person. Like, for example, Big U apparently holds the knockout record in LA County Jail. During one riot, he knocked out 32 people. Big U apparently holds the all-time record for knockouts in county jail with a couple hundred, even 1,000, some may say. So Big U is a mystical figure. Like, the character Debo in Friday was actually depicted after Big U. That was actually Big U he was acting like. So with Suge Knight operating on the West Coast and understanding who Big U is, Suge wanted to get in Big U's good graces. So while Big U was in prison, Big U's brother passed away. So Suge Knight sent flowers to the family, and that went a long way with Big U.
First time I ever heard of Suge and Big U communicating was through when Big U's brother got killed and shot at a studio. With Key Rock, the Realist, and Big C Style, and all of them at Echo Sounds. So Key Rock came to me and said, hey, you know, Big U, it'd be a good look if Death Row send some flowers and, you know, give the mother a little something to help out. And I thought that was a great idea. And I brought that to Suge and told Suge that, hey, you know, this guy Big U, his brother was there, even though when the Death Row function, those niggas was doing that on their own, corrupt, and the Realist had some dudes from Dallas come in town, and they were up there selling beats and raps and all trying to make some money, and some dudes came through and laid their ass out or got shot. And, you know, I think we, you know, gonna send a little check to help out, and sent some flowers. And shit was like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, do that. You know, gave me the blessings to do that.
Big U really appreciated Suge sending a check and flowers and looking out, even though they didn't have a relationship and didn't know each other. So when Big U got out of prison, Big U and Suge actually formed a really tight bond.
You think because we got home court advantage, you know what I mean? I don't let it look on me. Watch this stuff.
We don't have no parks where I come in my area.
But like most good things in Suge Knight's life, the harmonious times came to an end, and Big U and Suge Knight found themselves at odds over an unknown conflict. So while Big U and Suge were at odds, Wack 100 still kept in communication with Big U, and they became tighter as Wack 100 was still in the fold of Death Row, while Big U was on the outskirts due to him and Suge Knight's conflict.
Me and Big U met. Suge Knight. Actually, Big U had caught a violation. I think Reggie had to help with trying to get him out. Suge helped with some attorney money. I want to say 03, 04, somewhere around there. And that's how we met. I met through Suge. And Suge, over the years, he's on and off with anybody. So me and Big U kind of like continued our relationship.
In 2017, 6ix9ine was the hottest rapper in the world. He was scorching hot. The dude had rainbow hair, but in every video, he had 100 killers. So he demanded attention. But here's the thing, 6ix9ine was repping a blood set. Now, when you're repping a blood set, there's politics that comes with it. But 6ix9ine would make it very clear that he wasn't checking in, tapping in, or bowing down to anybody, even though he was repping blood and he's obligated to.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now before the media starts covering their own story. There's gangsters all over this world. East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north, all over the world there's gangsters. I don't check into nobody, you know what I'm saying? I respect everybody's soil that I walk on, but I do not check in anywhere I go, and it's gonna stay like that, you know what I'm saying? So stop trying to tell me niggas gotta check in. It's 2018, mention my name for clout. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about gangster and respecting niggas' words and G codes. It's now, oh, I want clout, I want to make a name for myself. Everybody who mentioned my name is a rapper. Y'all not gangsters, y'all rappers, and y'all want names for yourselves. It's not gonna happen. I don't check in nowhere I go.
That message came across as 6ix9ine thumbing his nose at an age-old tradition, which is tapping in and checking in when you come back to the motherland of gangs, which is LA. Now, one of the people who just left a bad taste in their mouth was another blood rapper who was on the opposite coast, LA, The Game. Now, The Game at the time was being managed by Wack 100. So when The Game went on stage and said F 6ix9ine, well, Wack 100 was forced to co-sign the sentiment of F 6ix9ine.
Ass blood, fake ass blood. 6ix9ine. 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 Fake blood. Fake blood.
The Game is signed to Wack 100. So Wack 100 was forced to back up and co-sign the Game sentiments and ride with the Game no matter what. So this started a full-on war between the Game, Wack 100, and their crew versus 6ix9ine's manager, Shotty, 6ix9ine, and their crew. And this beef will play out on social media.
The Game. I remember the first time I saw The Game, he was on Love Connection. I'm older than 6ix9ine. I saw you crying on Love Connection. Suck. You ain't no gangster. You worked out and got tough. I'm mad at this little man. What y'all mad at him for? Y'all trying to get album sales off of Tekashi 6ix9ine. Out of here. Wack 100, you old pimple. Look at your face, you faggot ass. Niggas come to New York.
Yo, whoever this New York is, the nigga right with did the video about need the chapstick and all that. The niggas in the project building with the Kmart shades. Yeah, you listen. I'm not gonna tell you to suck because I ain't in the man, but I'm a very disrespectful motherfucker. I'm gonna tell your mama and your dead ass cum guzzling grandmama. Yeah, tell them to suck on the dick now. I done went way past rap because I'm not a rapper, so me and you both know what it is.
How you feel as a grown ass man with 3 kids on the internet trolling a 21 to be your son, bro? Like cut the out, bro. Let's be real. Wack 100, like let's be real. Like, come on, Wack. Come on, Wack. Come on, Wack. I spoke to you on the phone a few times. was not your energy, bro. You were supporting, all the way support, bro. All the way support, bro. Cut that out, nigga. Wack 100, nigga.
Wack 100.
Oh, come on, bro.
Industry blood, you heard?
Industry blood,
that
nigga.
Industry blood. That nigga not even good in the streets, you heard? That nigga industry blood. He go with the executives. That's where he get his bags from.
Now, you're probably watching this and wondering, what does this have to do with Wack and Big U? Bro, I'm getting to it. Let me cook. So Shotty will respond back to Wack 100 and tell Wack 100 that him or any of his associates are banned from New York. And if they come to New York, it's going to be up and it's going to be some real consequences.
That niggas holler at that. In the game, if you tough, tap me with your New York, like you said, and pull up in New York. This thing last year, y'all niggas cannot pull up in New York this year. I don't give a who you think you could call. Y'all niggas cannot pull up in New York this year. Straight weight. And you must not be a real gang member, because Black Wall Street is out of New York. Nigga. Double R to my real rights. Y'all know the hit, man.
Around this time, 6ix9ine and another blood rapper, Trippie Redd, were currently at odds. Now, 6ix9ine was on the East Coast under the supervision of Shotty. Trippie Redd was on the West Coast under the supervision of Wack 100. Remember, the ban wasn't just for the game or Wack 100, it was for all of their associates. Both sides had banned the other side from coming to their hometown or their respective coast. So it was doomed for somebody to call the bluff of the other side. So Trippie Redd decided he was going to call the bluff of 6ix9ine, and he was going to pull up in New York with some West Coast dudes for protection. But things didn't go as planned for Trippie Redd, because when he pulled up to New York, 6ix9ine had a bunch of goons waiting for Trippie Redd at his hotel.
6ix9ine is still a he's still a ass on him. There's no 6ix9ine done. He can't come to LA at all. Never again.
6ix9ine got in my 12
if he comes to, bro, if 6ix9ine comes to LA, it's over. And I'm in New York right now, bro. You feel me? So it's like, if y'all really think, bro, about that, bro, really go tell that, like, pull up right now, like, right now, like, cause bro, you want to know what bro did? Bro had waiting for me at my hotel, some 9 Trey niggas. As soon as I walk in the building, hit right in my mouth, nigga.
Chase them niggas, 4 blocks. Chased you 9 Trey blocks.
I chased the nigga myself, mostly.
Shout out to
I ran them niggas down myself.
Shout out to the
me,
real
myself, and I.
6ix9ine will respond back, taunting Trippie Redd for thinking he could come to New York and go untouched.
What's going on? But I feel really bad about it. Your chin is bruised up. You just can't be out here calling people gay, bro. You can't be supporting false accusations. You can't be ranting on live, talking about I'm good in New York, talking about New York this, New York that. Like, you just can't do that, bro. You should put some ice on that chin. It's bruised up. I feel bad, bro. And you can't just start snitching and say it was the non-trade. You can't do that, bro. It's not gangster. That's not. I just want you to be my friend again. 1400, you know I told the pole. 6ix9ine, you know I told the pole.
When Wack 100 found out that Trippie Redd got touched in New York, even though he had some West Coast dudes with him for protection, Wack 100 was pissed. And he wanted to know how this took place. How did this happen? And who let Trippie Redd get touched? This led to a huge altercation between Wack 100 and Trippie Redd's security guard, Avery Mitchell, at Big U's shop.
What happened was they was having words over the 6ix9ine and the 6ix9ine and Trippie Redd situation. Avery was bodyguarding for Trippie Redd at the time. Okay. And 6ix9ine and his crew rolled down on Trippie Redd now. And then we called, and I'm like, hold on, y'all rolled down on them, but my family is the security. And that's how that got. So then the dude got on the phone, and the play was coming together. So somehow they ended up having words. because they just never liked each other from a relationship that they had over one of the other bodyguards.
Right.
So we ended up meeting up at my shop, not for them to get down, but it was just for us to square it off. And then now you gotta remember, dog is with me.
Right.
So it don't matter if you with me, it's my job to protect you. So you straight if you with me wherever we at. So him and bro was having words. So we was going in the shop. I didn't even have a chance to open the gate. Dog, get off on Avery.
Boom, bang.
And don't do nothing to Avery. Avery swallow it.
Oh, he just ate that?
Ate it. That's why this nigga never stand in front of me. Ever. Cause he know I know. Avery ate it. I can be trouble. Avery, you want it? Avery like, nah, we good. I'm gonna let that go. So Avery is planning. Avery just waiting like, woo, you know, Avery talking like, man, nah, we good. We gonna let it go. Then Avery easy, Avery get off on him. Bow. he grabbed the thing. Yeah, he grabbed his thing like, man, I'm gonna edit this thing on. Then homie like, man, hold on, man. Ooh. Then, it go like it go. You feel me? But he only by himself, so he ain't finna get trap treated. He ain't finna get nothing. He ain't finna nothing. He finna get, you know what I mean? He ain't by himself. He with me, so he was with a whole lot of people.
Right.
So we break it up. Now we like, man, y'all even, because they be like, nah, I want mine back.
Come out like he did, boy.
Hey, then we like, okay, now. Hey, we like, now we can get down. He was like, nah, man, I'm cool.
Wack 100 showed up one deep in territory that wasn't his. Now, even though he couldn't hold it against Big U, he still felt a certain type of way that Big U allowed him to get fired on and ain't really do nothing or join him in, in demonstrating on the other guy. Now, even though he really couldn't hold it against Big U, this was, the first instance in their friendship to where, there was some bad blood there because of what took place. It wouldn't be soon after this that their friendship would hit another bump in the road. Wack 100 would explain this bump in the road as the beginning to the end of their friendship and the catalyst for a lot of the issues we see them having today.
I ain't never seen so pressed to have an issue with it about some business that he conducted for himself that had nothing to do with it. Truth be told, all this started behind the studio that I built. See, I ain't never even told the story, but I got all the text messages.
I thought you said it was about Suge.
That was to put the icing on the cake. I let the studio go because I didn't want to let you use the studio we built. Yo, Wack, I got this open space, but it could take 8 rooms or 6 rooms. All right, what you want with me? Well, I ain't got the money to finish the construction. All right, so what you saying? Well, Wack, I give you a room and it just be your room if you just give me like 100, 150 to help me finish the studio. Well, if you give me that room, can't nobody use that room, right? Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get a room to game. Here go the 150. This how I want games room. Knock this wall out, make it a little better. If you gotta combine 2, that's on you. This what it is. I'm gonna give you the money up front. There you go, right? Here go the play. When the time we get the room, for 12 months, I ain't paying for no studio time. After 12 months, I give you your rate. Cool? All right, Curry. He take my 150, build the studio out. Game is over there working while he building the studio out. I get a phone call. Hey, man, what up? Call and ask you a question. What's that? Could Big U use your studio? Why would you call and ask me something like that, bro? Why would you even put my name in a conversation like that? If you got 7, 8 other rooms, tell them which one of your rooms you got available and simply tell them that room ain't available. Don't nobody go in that room anyway. We got our own locks on it. Next thing I know, man, bro, it's a problem with me using the studio? Yeah, bro, because it ain't your room. It ain't my room. And it shouldn't even put my name in the conversation with you about a room. He got 7 other rooms over there. Everything in that room belongs to that man. He's going to the studio, smoking and drinking and spilling. Man, you act like, man, listen, bro, I'm not acting like I'm not having no conversation with you. That's his room. We paid for it. I'm not finna have this conversation.
Wack 100 would describe this as the moment that permanently changed their friendship because that's when they sort of stopped looking at each other as best friends or really close homies, and they sort of distanced themselves from each other over this particular conflict over the studio. Now, Wack would claim that shortly after this particular incident, that Big U and Suge Knight will go to E1 and try to steal Wack 100 contracts from behind his back.
I took personal note. So when the shit happened with my label, it was just like the last straw.
What do you mean your label?
Yeah, he went to my label back when Alan Grumblack was there.
What label is this?
E1.
Oh.
Suge Knight on the phone, and Suge Knight tells him, when Wack contracts expire, don't re-up with him, give him the Big U. This the only dude Wack is scared of in L.A., right?
Suge told Alan Grunwald that.
Why? We're on Big U's phone. Big U's there, right? Oh, this is a motherfucker I done looked out for, helped his son, beat cases, defended his son in knife fights, gun fights.
You talking about Big U now?
Yeah, I done helped him with his mortgage. I done helped him hustle. I didn't introduce him, gave him plugs, all this. So I'm scratching my head like, so, you know, they tell him, we done made millions of dollars with this man. Not only is he a businessman, he's our friend. I got to ask you to leave my office. They didn't want to tell me at first. And they told me. So in my head, I give Big U the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Suge sent him in there. He didn't know what Suge was going to say. I'm going to give it a week. And maybe Big U will call and be like, yo, I went up in there to take this meeting, and this crazy motherfucker started saying this. That ain't what came out of my mouth. That what came out of his. After a week, and it was another homie on the phone that you've talked to before, right? And I called him, bro, you really wasn't my label like that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he copped to it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Big U will respond back to Wack 100 allegations of betrayal by saying that it's just not true. He would deny ever going to E1 with Suge Knight to steal contracts from Wack 100. He would even say that's not even possible to do. And he will also deny the call that Wack 100 claimed took place between him and Wack 100 to where Big U would confess to it. Big U will say those are all lies and Wack 100 just made it out the blue.
One, I have never been to Alan Grunblatt's office about a deal. I just heard about this one too. For Wack 100 company, because you can't do that. If you know the music business, and I'm pretty sure you do, in the podcast business, nobody can go get nobody's contract. That's the most ridiculous shit I ever heard. And two, since I ain't never done it. Three, boy can't come tell me to bow down to nothing. If I went to go get something, me and Suge, do the math. So me and Suge is scared of Wack? I don't know. But secondly, why would who on his roster would I be trying to go get? At what time did this supposed to happen? This would have didn't happen before he had Blueface. So the only person on his roster he would have had would have been who? Game? That's my nephew. He ain't had no hitting song. Ray J album under him flopped. Okay, do the math. Because now they know I'll be hearing them say, pull out receipts, pull out receipts. Secondly, he's the master of phone recording. Why he ain't got me recorded apologizing to him or saying, why he ain't got a text message from me and him talking about this?
Big U would say that never happened. Wack 100 would claim it did happen, and that was actually the end of their friendship. After Big U allegedly did that, Wack 100 would say he could never look at Big U the same again, and that was effectively the end of their friendship. However, it never made it to the public. Nobody knew that Big U and Wack 100 was feuding. They actually beefed for 15 months before the public knew anything about it. And the only reason the public found out that Wack 100 and Big U was beefing was, well, because of Hassan Campbell. The Hassan and Wack 100 saga began when Wack 100, Hassan Campbell, 6ix9ine, and DJ Academics did a joint podcast. Now, during this podcast, Wack 100 asked Hassan Campbell about something really sensitive.
Now, we got to ask this question because I'll be a bitch-ass nigga if I didn't.
Let's go.
Because this question always arises
Let's go.
with you. You done did time. You done caught a couple bodies. Everybody want to know, where was your enemy to rape because this man did something to you when you was a youngster, right?
Right.
So everybody want to know what happened to that energy when it came to you revenging your manhood with that man.
I don't have it in me to kill that man because even though he violated me as a child, he protected and fed my mother's kids when my mother was going through certain shit.
That ain't got nothing to do.
I'm not finished. No, I like my mother, but my mother was coming up short. My mother had 6 kids. And that man was putting food in my refrigerator when I was 9 and 10 and 11 years old, when my mother wasn't there to put that food in that fucking refrigerator.
Yeah, but that nigga wasn't doing that just to do that. He putting food in the refrigerator because he's violating you, putting something in you, bro.
It will be this conversation that will lead to the all-out war between Wack 100 and Big U that we're currently witnessing. You see, Hassan Campbell left this conversation feeling as if it was productive. He didn't leave the conversation feeling played. He actually left the conversation feeling like him and Wack 100 was on good terms, even though Wack 100 told him, you know, a man stuck something in him. But Wack 100, on the other hand, left this conversation feeling like he played Hassan Campbell. Wack will go on to say that he deliberately said that to Hassan Campbell's face to get a reaction out of him, right? To agitate him. After the interview, Wack 100 would make his true feelings about Hassan Campbell be known on a Clubhouse call with Hassan Campbell and others.
I had a whole lot to say. My only problem is that it was too many voices at a table. You know what I mean? So sometimes you lose your point or you get over talked. But if you listen to my PowerPoints in my conversation, I didn't come there to sit down and make games. Tekashi 6ix9ine. When I said to Tekashi 6ix9ine that he is actually a king right now, I meant that. That man has more than 25 million of the youth that's listening to him. He got a large percentage, and I want niggas to listen real careful.
He's not a king, he influence, bro. Nah,
Right.
that don't even make sense, my nigga.
All right, but you're not letting me finish saying what I have to say.
Hey, bro, Haas, first of all, I'm going to be real,
Don't
bro.
say nigga, say 6ix9ine.
Now, hold on, bro.
You
I'm going to
can't
be
blame
real.
everybody
First of
on
all,
that.
let's be real. You was the smallest nigga in that room. We talking about, nigga, you trying to get your bag and get your platform. So, nah, nigga, you ain't finna sit on the side of me and talk all this Martin Luther King shit like that's what's real, bro. Fuck all that. When you called him a king, I called you on that shit. Hey, it ain't his fucking job to be their fucking dad. They all told you they grew up with the little nigga, they the same age. That's their homeboy. That's the position they taking. That's it. Whatever business they got, that's it. You ain't playing daddy, nigga, because you steadily talking about pulling out and killing a nigga. So stop being this hypocritical ass shit, bro. You got a podcast. I got a podcast. We all sat at the table with this man that you want to continue to call a rat. You openly said this man helped you. Nigga, you received the help. You could have said, nah, you're a rat. I don't want your help. Yo, bro, cut that shit out, bro. Everybody out there for a play. Fuck all this serious Martin Luther King shit, because that ain't what that is, bro. That's disrespectful to bring that shit to that table when it's an entertainment play going on. That's it, and that's all.
Now, it's unclear if Wack 100 already had pre-existing feelings towards Hassan Campbell, but Wack 100 would be really upset and angry that Hassan Campbell was trying to preach positivity, was trying to enlighten, was trying to exist on a higher plane, speak consciousness into the room. Wack 100 would say that it's an entertainment podcast, and Hassan Campbell trying to teach 6ix9ine and his homies are trying to give them positive game. It wasn't a place for it. Now, this will lead to Hassan Campbell questioning Wack 100's motives and saying, wow, didn't Wack 100 have this energy in person? Wack 100 would take offense to this, and Wack 100 will go over the top and take it there with Hassan Campbell.
Why are you so much madder now over the internet than when we was face to face?
Oh, hey, boy, you better go watch that. Everything
Hey, why
I
you ain't
said,
answering Wack questions,
Hassan,
folks?
everything I'm saying now, I said it that fucking
Yeah,
tape.
but then you run the Clubhouse.
He called you a comic. He called you a comic in the interview, bro.
Wack,
Then
he
you just
running
called
from your
animated nigga he
questions,
king.
folks.
Y'all niggas
Hey,
is
bro,
talking too much.
bro,
Let me
you was
talk.
out of line. Hey, I don't even think it's, hey, bro, you know what you made that man look like, bro? Nigga, you asking the nigga that got you in here for money, nigga, because you fucked up, bro. I hope he told you to do that, bro.
Listen, my whole thing is like this, right? I'm past that. Tekashi got past that. That's for one. For two, what I'm not past is the fact that my niggas ran to Clubhouse and started telling niggas in your room like I was soft or something, or I was intimidated, or you punked me in that room, or anybody punked me in my room.
This ain't
Hey,
his
look,
room,
hey,
bro.
look,
This
bro,
ain't
this
his
ain't my
room, bro.
motherfucking room, but check it
This
out,
ain't
though,
his
blood.
room.
Wait. Check it out. Hey, look, blood, Paul Rudo, nigga. Hey, if it's gonna come out of my mouth, it's gonna come out of my mouth. Everything I said right there. Wasn't between niggas, but air and atmosphere, bro. So don't come in this motherfucker like you heard me say something. If niggas
No,
got
but
their little narratives, that's their narratives, nigga. I said everything right
all
there.
right, well,
You didn't
I'm
do nothing to
correcting
the
because
nigga that fucked you in the ass. I said it right there, dog.
Push that bitch.
Nigga on Paul Root, nigga. So stop, say, blood. Don't come in
You
here.
need to
Look,
go
nigga, don't get mad at me because another nigga. Hold on, bro. Don't get mad at me because another nigga put some shit up in
Push
their
that
mouth, bro.
fucking knife.
Hassan Campbell left the podcast not feeling played, but he left that Clubhouse conversation feeling played and disrespected. And he wanted revenge on Wack 100 for saying that to him. Because these two dudes lives on opposite coasts, right? They're never going to meet each other and fight and tussle. So they have to play the internet game. So Hassan Campbell decided that he was going to release some recorded audio from a phone conversation between himself and Wack 100, where Wack 100 would divulge to Hassan Campbell that he's seen a sex tape with Nipsey Hussle, a girl, and another man. And he would also tell Hassan Campbell that Big U is the biggest snake out here. Now, that leak audio will be the first time the world will find out that Wack 100 and Big U are at odds.
Nipsey got killed by his own homeboy, bro. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gang shit on him, bro. Also on my mouth. This stuff, we got all the footage. Wow. Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga's dick. Nipsey behind the bitch fucking her. He pulls his dick out the bitch, go grab the bitch by her hair, pull her mouth off the nigga's dick, tongue kiss the bitch, and put her mouth back on the dick. Neighborhood crib. We got all the footage, bro. They know I got it. They know I got it. They know I got this shit, bro. Yo, isn't that Big U niece or some shit like that, though? Fuck no, bro. Big U, bro. Big U is the biggest kind of snake you can find, bro. Yeah, act like he fuck with you, bro, but it all be for a motive. Listen, bro, I got it on my text message. I'll show you when I see you. But the nigga Nipsey died. Big U sends me the contract talking about help me go after the 30%. I say, bro, you wasn't going after 30% when he was alive. You feel me? Right. What kind of shit is that, bro?
The masses was confused because people thought that Wack 100 and Big U was still inseparable. They were still best friends and locked in. So when they heard Wack 100 telling Hassan Campbell that Big U attempted to extort Nipsey Hussle's estate for 30%, or that Big U is a huge snake, they were confused and they didn't understand why Wack was saying this, and they thought Wack 100 was gossiping behind Big U's back. Wack 100 actually clarified on a joint stream with academics and Hassan Campbell that him and Big U hadn't been cool for 15 months prior to that conversation, so he wasn't gossiping or talking behind Big U's back. He was saying, what he would say to Big U's face to Hassan Campbell.
You laughing, I'm laughing. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck neither.
Bro, see where you went wrong
Yo, Wack.
is
Yo, can't y'all squash this?
Hey, this where you went wrong is when you said I had you on the three-way with Big U and Big U didn't know it. What you don't know is me and Big U ain't talking 15 months on the phone. We don't even fuck with each other. That's where you went wrong, dummy.
Oh, so
that's
basically,
where you went wrong. But
so
you're
basically,
an East Coast nigga, and you don't know those politics.
So basically, what you did was you called another nigga on the phone to pretend to be Big U.
Big U wasn't on the phone. Big U voice is Big U voice.
Even though Wack 100 calling Big U a snake caught the public by surprise, it didn't catch Big U by surprise. As a matter of fact, it didn't look like it bothered Big U at all, because Big U will respond back to Hassan Campbell and Wack 100 on an IG Live, where he will say he has no issue with Hassan Campbell, but he couldn't say the same about Wack 100.
Hassan Campbell, that's right. Hassan Campbell. I'm proud of Hassan Campbell. I ain't mad at him. If y'all dumbasses thought I would say something, I'm not Hassan Campbell. You keep fooling these dummies. I mean, I can see Hassan Campbell right now, and I would not have a problem with that man. Now the other one, I can say this much though. If somebody's so obsessed with another man, and they've been talking to a whole lot of other gay men all night on the phone, really? Y'all gotta stop listening to these other couple gay dudes now, you know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta start understanding if somebody is so obsessed with another man that all day long they talk about another man who does not talk about them. Like your whole life is made off of.
After the audio was out there of Wack 100 true feelings about Big U, their beef would take a violent turn really fast. On July 7th of 2022, the Game had a concert at the Novo. Wack 100 was there as well. Now, we woke up to a couple of videos and clips of people claiming that Wack 100 got touched at the concert.
Wack 100 got we not put on him. That nigga talk this shit about this his town.
I'm just saying, cuz you talked about every set.
Hold on.
Every guy.
Hold on, y'all hear they verse.
That nigga talked about every gang, every set. Nigga got there, got shocked out, ran to the front and jumped off game stage. Nigga slid out that motherfucker. That nigga's officially a buster.
What's your version of it?
My version is, man, Tiny Draws put them motherfucking bombs on that nigga.
Hold on, we ain't doing no names now. We ain't doing no names.
He put them bombs, he got his motherfucking head knuckled up.
Alright.
Y'all hear that?
I bet, hey, listen. He gonna remember the Novo, nigga, if he don't remember nothing else in his life.
Big Gatto and his homies would allege that Tiny Draws punched Wack 100 3 times during the Game concert at the Novo. Now, Wack 100 would quickly respond back to the allegations that he got punched at the Novo by showing his face and showing that he didn't have any type of damage or scratches on him, and he would tell people to cut it out and call cap on the story.
Knock it off. Knock it off. It's weird, bro. I don't mind you telling the truth, but stop lying. Cut the lies out. 20, that ain't nothing. Knock it off. Stop lying. Fuck out of here. Standoff is not an altercation. Niggas burnt out. Just know what time it is. I ain't gonna keep speaking. Know what it is. Knock them lies out to them. You know what I'm saying? We took the video and showed the whole surroundings and showed what it was. I'm gonna leave it like that. Knock it off. It's 1:20 in the morning. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with me. It's talking about you stomp me out, some payout shit, rush me and all this sort of shit. One swing and a square off is not a rush. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Now, there's no footage of this altercation, which I do think is bizarre because if Wack 100 got punched in public, there would be footage of Wack 100 getting punched. So whether or not you believe this is real or not is based on who word you think is credible. Now, Tiny Draws, the man who allegedly punched Wack at the Novo, he confronted Wack on Clubhouse and they had an argument about exactly what took place that night. Tiny Draws will claim that he put hands on Wack. Wack would claim that it's all cap.
You chilling with the answer?
Put that on Pyro, nigga.
Who am I even talking to?
You talking to Tiny Draws, nigga. Put that on
Talking about the
Pyro.
busted nigga that looked me in my face.
Put that on Pyro. Hey, look. All you gotta do, cause we ain't gotta do no yelling. We ain't gotta do none of that, bro. Put that on Pyro.
Who is you though, bro?
This is Tiny Draws, Cash.
Well, what are we talking about?
We talk about what happened when you walked up them stairs, nigga. Put that on Pyro.
What happened?
You didn't get smacked in your head and you didn't get socked in your face.
Nigga touch me, nigga. What did you talking
Bro, put
about?
that on Pyro.
Why is you nigga? You want me to
put
send
that
a
on
picture?
Pyro?
Hey, you did you or no
man,
other
put
nigga
man, look, bro.
touch me,
Put that on Pyro.
You or no nigga ever touch me.
Man, look, I'm not, bro.
Your uncle Big Draw got drew down on.
You put everything on Pyro. Put that on Pyro, nigga. When you came up them stairs, nigga smacked you in your head.
You
Put that on
smacked me in my
Pyru.
head. Where you
Nigga,
smack me in
put
my
that on
head at, bro?
Pyru. Put that on
Where you
Pyru.
smack
You
me
didn't
in
run
my
on that
head?
stage.
Y'all
Nigga, and
sent the
jump off.
picture with my eye circle
Bro,
like it
put
was
that
my
on
eye.
Bro,
So
we only
was it
hit
my
you
head
about
or
3
my eye?
times.
I
Bro,
put
we
that
only
on
hit
your
you about
raggedy
3
ass
times.
mama
Put that on
pussy, you didn't
Pyru,
touch.
bro.
Nah,
That's all you gotta do.
I went
You
that
put
on your
everything
raggedy
else on
mama.
Pyru.
You didn't touch
Put that
me,
on
my nigga.
Pyru, a nigga didn't smack
I'll your mama.
Put that on Pyru. That's all you got to do.
Coincidentally enough, a month prior to this incident, Wack 100 was on the CJ Maxx show, and he would say that he has some regret with how things played out with Big U, and if he could turn back the hand of time, then he would make it right with Big U.
Something I want to ask you, since we on that. First of all, the first thing I want to ask you, I know you skilled at war. You've been through it. Through the penitentiaries, the streets. And do you think that is smart to build so many enemies all around you? Or do you consider it a full circle around you? Because you're stacking up numbers right now, brother.
Well,
you seem to be.
This is the thing. When I look at the whole layout, it's probably only one person out of everything you've been seeing going on that I wish it could have been different.
Right. It's all good.
Right?
It's all good. Yeah.
And that's Big U.
But Big U will quickly and swiftly reject the apology and say he's not taking any apology from anybody who disrespected him publicly, and it's up.
Yeah. I don't really address a lot of bullshit that's said on the internet, but I'm going to tell y'all this, I'm going to address this, and I'm going to address this fast and quick. I heard about the little CJ Mack and Dub C interview with that guy. I don't accept no apology from no nigga to disrespect my name, disrespect my family, and call me on my name, my nigga. I ain't cool with nothing. I ain't cool with that CJ Mack shit. I ain't cool with that Dub C shit. I ain't cool with none of that, my nigga. And that's all I got to say on that. Ain't no nigga, I'm not fucking with no nigga disrespect me, my nigga. Come see me in my face. And that's all I'm saying to that right there. I ain't going nothing else, period. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna leave it up. Y'all get it off Instagram, YouTube, however the fuck you want to. But I ain't cool with no nigga disrespecting my name. But I'm gonna keep servicing these kids, though, like I'm supposed to. Now, cap on that.
So it would appear that the Novo incident was a declaration of war, to where both parties knew where things were, and there wasn't no de-escalating this. Now, Wack 100, after, I guess, getting confirmation that it's war, he went on a full 80-yard dash sprint, and he decided that he was going to play the strategic game. He was going to go after Big U's reputation. Wack 100 started off by trying to discredit Big U and put allegations of cooperating with the police on Big U.
I met Big U in 2002 at Death Row. Here go the facts, right? The paperwork that I just got 10 days ago that whoever this YouTube nigga sending around, right, says that he did contracts with 77th Street Division in 2015. I learned that from that. Listen, they're not saying we're deputizing you for you to police your own community and keep the peace. Nah. We're paying you and we're giving you a BlackBerry cell phone. And you are to report the gang violence and the gang activity to the 77th Street Crash Unit. You are to meet with these lieutenants and these sergeants periodically to go over what's going on in your area. Hey, listen, bro, if y'all good with that, cool. But I understand and I know what I know about certain things, and I ain't good with it because if niggas knew what that was going on, a lot of other shit probably wouldn't have went on.
Wack 100 was then able to strategically get in the ear of one of Big U's right-hand man called 600, and he was able to get 600 to flip sides and go against Big U.
I think I'm going against the grain, man. It's the hood. Notice the hood. They always think I'm going against the grain, though. You know where we at on the hood. Anybody got any problem, cuz pull up. Anybody got any problem in the hood, y'all know where we at, bro.
So he's finna turn over a new leaf.
That go for anybody.
We in the hood.
We in the hood.
Where you at?
We in the hood.
What's all winning?
Yeah, we in the hood. Come get a picture, baby. Come get a picture.
We ain't cutting no grass.
If anybody want any problems, bro, when addressing the issues, we taking our phase. We in the hood right now.
We ain't cutting no grass. You ain't cutting no grass?
No, we ain't cutting no grass.
Nightwood.
Know about that Thunderdome?
Somebody said they pull up. Oh.
Pull up?
No, it's a female.
Well, she can pull up too. So she can come get a picture with the champ. Listen, man, I don't think y'all know this, bro. If anybody got anything to say about the big homie, cuz I'm on him. Like I told y'all before.
You better start acting like that.
Anybody got anything to say about the big homie, I'm on him. Fuck the
You
internet.
better start acting like that.
Fuck the internet, nigga. Look, niggas know what's up. Hey, man, put my ad on that motherfucker, man.
But nowadays, if you go to YouTube, you will see 600 going off on Big U and co-signing Wack's sentiments about Big U.
I have a big platform, so I present the paperwork. You're a rat. Your LAPD contract been online for a few years now. These are all public shit. Facts. Why a nigga mad at me because he told? Why a nigga mad at me because he worked for the LAPD? You just threw a slave basketball game a few months ago at Crenshaw High School. You invited a known sex offender who's a high-risk sex offender and a rat who took the stand. You the one harboring rats, bro. You've been harboring rats all your career.
Wack 100 is one of the most diabolically genius, strategic human beings I think we've ever witnessed online. Wack 100 was also able to get another one of Big U's associate called Loose Cannon to flip. You see, Loose Cannon, it was only a couple years ago, right, where Loose Cannon was going off on Wack 100 on behalf of Big U.
So it's like, Wack, it's like you do all this internet thugging shit and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on Paru this, Paru that. Nigga, nobody seen you do nothing. Nigga, you beat up a nigga that was don't fin a nigga in Miami. What's that bitch ass nigga named Stitches? Like, bro, you did some buster ass shit and then you acting like you got clout. Then you paid two niggas to act like they KKK, but nigga, they was construction workers and you paid them $150. All that clout chasing shit don't equal up to real nigga shit, bro. We on real nigga time. Like, you have to really start watching your mouth because niggas don't play that. Niggas play for keeps. Like, you talking about let's get down. Nigga, you bitch ass nigga, you don't want to get down with the loc, nigga. And you could put that on Paru, nigga. I bet you, nigga, on any dollar, nigga.
But if you've been watching YouTube recently, then you know that Wack 100 was able to get that guy, Loose Cannon, to flip and come on No Jumper and implicate and say that Big U has something to do with Nipsey Hussle's death.
FaceTime me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6-0. I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, I could have probably stopped it or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck are you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yep. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty.
Wack 100 is playing the long game, chipping at Big U's reputation strategically. Now, Big U, for the most part, has been pretty quiet and silent and doesn't really entertain any of this. But Wack 100 has been told by men on Clubhouse that they've been instructed to fire off on Wack 100 when they see him.
Didn't Big U tell you niggas to stop saying something to me?
No, he ain't never told me nothing. He told me to get off your bitch ass when I see you. That's what he told me.
Okay.
It's unclear how this would ever get resolved, But the one thing for sure and one thing for certain is that these two can never be seen in the same room again, because it's gonna get really violent and really bad for both parties. If you enjoyed this video and you got the knowledge you came for, then click on this video right here to find another interesting video where Soulja Boy, a washed up rapper, career is officially over. Why his career is officially over after being found guilty of the unthinkable, of this very nasty accusation. I'm gonna see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.